Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session created for a gentleman that really needed and desired to have an element of self-acceptance, particularly in certain social situations. So what you're going to hear is a combination of future pacing with the current resources and then reversing that, but with these new powerful direct suggestions as to how he feels and the resources that he would access in the same circumstance, and then playing it forward with these new resources in place. I think anyone with social anxiety will be able to relate to this. Anyone that wants to feel more confident, more resourceful, and more capable around other people will get value from this session. Of course, it was created for someone else, so not all of the suggestions may be relevant. And, a lot of them will be very unique to the individual that I'm working with. But if you like the idea of being more confident, particularly around other people, there will be a link in the show notes that you can schedule a free consultation call to explore working with me directly. For now, though, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, get a sense that you're breathing in a feeling of calmness, a pleasant feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, give permission to yourself to release anything unwanted, any stress, any tension, any worries. So that as you breathe in, you're feeling more and more calm and relaxed. And as you exhale, just get a sense that things that are no longer needed are leaving your body. And that doesn't have to just be tension. That could be any intrusive thoughts, any worries, any feelings of any stresses or frustrations. Even tiredness can feel like it's leaving your body, because a resourceful feeling doesn't have to be relaxation. It could be energy and vitality. It could be optimism and positivity. It could be a growing sense of self-belief, feeling you are worthy with each and every breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, release feelings of tension in your jaw, your neck and your shoulders, arms, legs, all the way down to your toes. And allow your mind to go to a place that some people would call hypnosis, some people would call relaxation, and some people would call your imagination. But whatever you call it, feel like you're going to that place now. And when you feel like you're there, in a place where changes can take place quicker, more effectively, more powerfully, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to harness that power of imagination to imagine you're walking somewhere in a public place. Maybe it's in a town centre outside. Maybe it's inside a busy shopping centre. Maybe it's somewhere else, somewhere public. And I want you to see up ahead is a group of people, male and female, that you haven't particularly wanted to have seen. Maybe they know you've been dealing with some health issues, but eye contact has been made, and you keep moving closer. I want you to scan your mind for any thoughts and your body for any feelings. Imagine getting closer. Imagine hearing that they're asking about you. They want to know what you've been up to, how you've been. And again, I want you to scan your body for any feelings. It could be a sensation in your gut, a feeling in your chest, or thoughts in your mind. Maybe there's a feeling of confusion. Why are you out here talking to these people when you're not over this health issue yet? But I want you to imagine that you're going to reverse some of these things. If there's a feeling in your gut, imagine taking it out of your gut. Maybe it moves like a spiral. And just imagine you can see that movement from outside of your body. And then with your fingers, just imagine you're flipping it in reverse. So it now twists the other way. But I want you to speed it up so it twists faster the other way. And then place it back there, right in your gut or your chest. And feel that when the movement has changed, the feeling changes. Maybe there's some inner dialogue inside your head. I want you to imagine you have a rewind button and those words are going backwards. The words in your head are going backwards. The feeling in your gut is going backwards. I want you to imagine that this is short-circuiting these immediate patterns that you have about being in a situation like this. And I want you to accept that confusion is a wonderful feeling. Because when you're confused, your mind is looking for new ways of doing things. The reason you're confused is because meeting these people in this situation is not something you would normally do. The confusion isn't the problem, it's the solution. Because while you're confused, your mind is open to new ideas. And if your mind is open to new ideas, new powerful ways of thinking, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine that you're pausing time, you're in the same situation, seeing the same people, but no one's moving. The entire world is on pause apart from you. Those feelings are still happening in reverse. But you're now open-minded to new ideas. And I will give you these ideas. And your mind will accept all of those that are useful, helpful, that can improve the quality of your life. It's okay for people to see you as you are now. You're not as bad as you think. You look okay as you are now. You look okay the way you are, even if you're not in the gym. You don't get your confidence from going to the gym. There's so many ways that you can feel confident, and there's many people that have sky-high confidence and they've never been in a gym in their life. There isn't a single person alive that is perfect. Nobody else is perfect. Everyone has faults. Everyone has battles they're fighting, problems they're trying to deal with. In the same way that most people won't know your problems and your battles, you won't know theirs. This feeling regarding your health is only temporary. It's only temporary while you recover from illness, and you will improve when the time's right. You don't need to put yourself down after what you've already had to overcome. Feel proud that you've overcome adversity. Feel proud that you've got this far. Your face is improving, your health is improving, your confidence is improving. You've got more to offer than just your image or your reputation. If people knew what you had to overcome, they would be impressed by your character, by your resilience, by your determination, not by what you look like or what they think you've done in the past. You've got so much more to offer than just your image. And those people that are big, whether that's size, mass, height, or muscles, also has disadvantages. You don't need to compare yourself to the size of other men. And you don't need to worry what any women or females thinks. What they think about you and other men are not your concern. When you look in a mirror, you don't need to feel sad. From this point onwards, you start to notice improvements. You can see the improvements. And you certainly don't need to obsess over the way you look in the mirror. You feel stronger and more confident in less clothing. So as the weather gets warmer and hotter, you don't need to wear more and more clothes. You can feel stronger and more confident in less clothing. Other people's opinions on your size, whether they come from men or women, male or female, have no relevance to you. Because your weight is your weight. No one else's. It's no one else's concern. Other people's weight has no relevance to you. And if you lose a bit of weight, it's no big deal for you. See this crowd of people all frozen in time like they're playing musical statues, but still feel that feeling in your gut is going the other way around. That anxiety is turning into excitement, hope, and possibility. Any rejection because of your size is not a reflection of your value as a person. You have value no matter what happens. And if you happen to bump into a group of people that you don't want to talk to, it's totally okay to socialize with them, talk with them, even if you have still got a health issue. And even if they ask you personal questions, you don't have to answer anything you don't want to. You set the boundaries. You decide what you share and what you don't, what you say and what you don't. You are in control. You don't need to rely on other people. You appreciate it if help is offered, but the only support you need is yourself. And you can, like you have, support yourself through this. If you choose to go outside, whenever you feel up to it, it won't affect your recovery. And at the same time, if you need to rest, you're going to give yourself rest. When people run a marathon, they need a few days to recover. They don't see that as a weakness. They see it as a necessity. It's okay for you to be out and about with your health situation not resolved yet, not complete. It's okay. And it's okay for people to not understand about your health situation. Only you need to. In many ways, it's a compliment that people don't understand your health issues. You've done the research, you have the knowledge, you've had the desire to learn about this. In many ways, it shows that you're more intelligent than the average person. When most people have a health issue, they just go to the doctor and take a prescription. They don't do their own research, they don't think for themselves. You are evidence of being a free thinker, making your own choices, taking your future in your own hands. And other people can see you the way you are now and appreciate you for who you are, not who you have been and not who you may be in the future. They can appreciate you for who you are now. If your unconscious mind accepts these suggestions, let me know by nodding your head. And allow your neurology, those neural pathways in your brain, to reorganize themselves, accepting that you are who you are, that it's okay for you to be out and about, even if you're not where you will be in the future. And I want you to feel those changes rippling throughout your whole body, not adjusting just what you think and what you believe, but how you feel. And then I want you to rewind time. Rewind time to the same place, but before you even met that crowd of people. And you'll meet them again, but now with these new beliefs, new ideas, new ways of feeling. With that feeling of excitement and confidence and resourcefulness. And then unpause it and go forward and see the same people. But notice how much more confident you feel. You don't care if they ask you anything because you decide what you share and what you say. You're relaxed. Your body language is relaxed. You feel calm, you feel in control. You don't care what any of them think. You value you. And you like how you feel. And paradoxically, feeling confident in situations like this helps accelerate the speed of your recovery. Because the absence of anxiety means you've given more resources for your body to heal yourself and improve. I want you to imagine this interaction going exactly as you would want it to go. You're calm, you're confident, not affected, no anxiety. And when you're ready, you say goodbye. And if you now feel and believe and think you have the resources to handle a situation like that, let me know by nodding your head. That's in. And then I want you to imagine something else happening that same day, also out of your comfort zone. And also imagine that that also goes well. And you start to evaluate, I can handle this. I'm not afraid of this. And if when you go home you need to recover, then let yourself recover. I want you to think about those times you went to the gym. When you were lifting heavy weights, if your muscles didn't need recovery, you weren't lifting heavy enough. And the same thing is true of you in these social situations. The tiredness, the fatigue is a sign of growth and improvement, not setbacks and failures. So whenever you feel you need time to rest, give yourself that rest, trusting that this is making you stronger and healthier and more resilient. And if your unconscious mind accepts that to be true, let me know by nodding your head. And then imagine you're no longer in that town center, you're back in the present, listening to my voice right here, right now. But taking all of those new thoughts, beliefs, and ways of thinking and feeling with you as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're fully present in this moment, in this place right now. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling confident, resourceful, with a lot of belief and confidence in yourself. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.